So, is there still a place in our hearts for cassettes and those lovingly crafted mixtapes? Let's talk about it now with music journalists Matt White and Michael Randall from Leeds music shop Norman Records. Morning.
Morning both.
So, who's brought the cassettes in?
I have.
Funny that.
Come on. Talk. What is the selection you've got there? Are these new ones?
There's
are they old ones?
There's a couple that are coming out for this cassette store day. One by Out the Drive-In, one by a band that I'll just call Messed Up.
Okay.
And then there's a few by a couple by Leeds bands. This one's Etai Kashiki, bit of noise rock.
Okay.
This is the Hookworms.
And rather
tape.
delightfully, you brought in.
Well, this is my favourite. Really, is
yes.
You know, many of us of a certain age will remember doing these compilation tapes.
Yeah, well, I made that one last night, actually.
Last night?
As a gift from Matt, who's
here
to argue against cassette, so I thought I would try
Just
and
talk
change
us
his
a little
mind
bit through
with
your
it.
choices that you've done, because there's from all over. I mean, there's one from 1966, The Avengers.
I always try to do some sort of little theme on my mixes. On this one, there's no two consecutive songs from the same decade. There's everything from the 40s to the 2010s.
Matt,
So, go on,
key
Matt.
question. Do you have... I'm going to give it to you, because it's yours. Do you have something to play it on?
No, I don't, nobody has anything to play it on anymore, do they? No one has cassette players.
A lot of people still do, you know.
One of the skills of making mixtapes, I think, was not just choosing the music, but managing to write everything on, because there wasn't a big space, so well done on that.
Thanks.
But in your studio, because you're a DJ, I mean, do you not have a is there no longer have a cassette player?
No longer cassette players. There's CD players, but they're not even used anymore. Everything is digital. And I think that's pretty much the case in most homes now. I collect vinyl as well, so I have that nostalgia, and I look back and I like the physicality. But with vinyl, you've got putting the needle on the record, hearing the scratches before the song starts. And I don't think you have that with cassettes.
Well,
you have the clunk of the play button.
Cassettes have their own distinctive sounds as
A
well.
hiss.
Yeah,
hiss.
like I mean, there is a slight hiss, although obviously with noise reduction you can take a lot of the hiss off. And actually, if you've got a well-recorded cassette on a decent tape player, then it will sound, in my opinion, nearly as good as vinyl.
There's a lot of affection.
Especially the CD.
There's a lot of affection for the cassettes out this morning. Lots of people sending us messages. I have a massive collection, says Jake. Michael says misses the days of cassettes and vinyls. Nothing like the sound of real music. Lots of them talking about this though. Sharon says I had loads. They were a pain. And you know about this when they got jammed and all the tapes spewed out. They weren't really great technology, were they?
I think they remain great technology.
Oh, come on, all that
they're
fiddling
not
about
without
with
their
the...
faults, but like I think a lot of technology nowadays isn't without its faults either. Like if you take CDs, then you know you got all sort of problems with when they get scratched.
Because manually you could
start skipping.
Yeah, because you could put a pencil in, couldn't you?
That was the one tool you had to have with a cassette. You had to have a pencil so you could wind it back up if it come out, and the skill was just getting it smoothly. Because if it went in crinkles,
you don't want it to go in twisted.
Now, Matt, are you slightly touched? I mean, Michael's gone to the trouble of he's put together a compilation for you. And in the old days, that used to take a lot of thought and effort, and you're thinking, and it takes ages, and you fiddle. I mean, isn't there something really sort of charming and touching about that?
There is, and it proves that someone's gone to a lot of trouble. If you make a mixtape now on CD, you're just clicking MP3s and you're pressing burn. And that's it. You don't have to sit there and listen to the songs. But with this, you have to choose, you have to get the vinyl, put it on the deck, press record and play, make sure you stop it, and make sure it fits in. Because with CDs, you know how much time's left, but with a cassette, you've got to kind of guess
What's
it
the
and
equivalent
judge
now?
it.
Do you like make a playlist and send it to somebody, or does it just...
Do you not make mixtapes anymore on CD?
No.
Oh, I should have brought you one. Yeah, but people do it on CD. It's just on iTunes. You can just select your songs, click burn, and then within 2-3 minutes you've got this CD ready. But no love's gone into it, and I'm guessing love's gone into that.
Yeah, and you can still, on a technical note, quite a few people saying they've got nothing to play it on. You can still go and buy a cassette player, can't you?
Yeah.
Second